You all still believe it was merely a fight, even now that Malcolm is dead. No, it wasn't a minor disagreement gone wrong. That performance in heels and lip gloss was flawless. What just leaked, you ask? A film? A scream-filled, raw, uncensored video that completely transforms. Let me ask you a question. When one person dies and the other posts cryptic photos with regret emojis, as if she hasn't sent a guy to meet his maker, what type of argument ends? What kind of mishap is causing the video to be erased? Witnesses were rewarded, and a suspicious burner phone was found in a Gucci purse that was abandoned. Yes, welcome to the they don't want you to see their warped, iced-out circus. Because, darling, this wasn't simply a romantic argument. It was a setup. And TCH is that. She was fully aware of her actions. We combed through deleted texts, phony alibis, and leaked direct message screenshots that will leave you speechless. If you thought the fight was crazy, wait until you see who is filming it as it goes down from a parked Tesla. This isn't a catastrophe. It's a murder mystery with a lot of red lipstick, ego, and treachery. Hold on tight. Let's quickly clear up a few points before we even go into the receipts. You never stop. Unless someone wanted it to happen, they were face down, unresponsive, and surrounded by 5 terrified influencers yelling, "Go live! Go live!" This isn't some bad reality TV joke, okay? This isn't an overly dramatic TikTok. This is murder, right up to the casualty. Carter Malcolm Traken, 27-year-old attractive boy, with a mean right hook and an even meaner dating past, fitness influencer and party host. He's definitely someone you've seen before. Half naked at pool parties, shirtless on Instagram, or on a now-deleted OnlyFans collaboration with someone's spouse. That one, indeed, the suspect. Everyone had warned him about that one girl. Hey, Po, just call her that, even though her name is Nyla Cross. T? To be honest, we can understand why. Noisy, ostentatious, untidy, and deadly. She has a reputation for destroying reputations, automobiles, rooms, and now apparently even human lives. Let's take a moment to go back. It was intended to be a laid-back evening and a modest gathering. It's one of those influencer dinner parties where the only food offered is beef and no one eats. According to reports, the disagreement began over little things like Malcolm getting caught in yet another "who's that female" moment, a missed birthday shout-out, or a poor edit in a situation. Traditional witnesses said that this one grew ugly, including glass breaking, weaving, snatching, security, and doing nothing unsightly. Malcolm? I thought they were joking at first, but then Nyla's nails came off. That's when I knew it was real. Yes, because the mask comes off when the nails do. This is what one anonymous guest informed our crew. Here's the worst part, though. Although everyone witnessed the altercation, no one is aware of the true circumstances. In an attempt to get viral off a man's final breath, clout chasers broadcast shaky, manipulated perspectives online. However, a whole camera setup, lighting, microphones, and a 4K DSL are installed in the corner like a fucking security camera were all present behind the scenes. Why? Due to the fact that the entire event was being filmed for a reality pilot that was neatly canceled the next day. Is it a coincidence? Please. Furthermore, the video mysteriously vanished until Wednesday, when an unidentified user posted 37 seconds of what seemed to be the unedited fight. For the people in the rear, let me reiterate. The raw battle video. Furthermore, it doesn't appear to be a heated altercation. It appears to be a setup. Malcolm is seen attempting to leave. He can be heard saying, "I don't want this drama tonight." You can also hear someone else whispering, "Off Kamara. She's rolling. Go. Now go. Hold on." In the heat of a quarrel, why would someone shout "go"? Unless that was prearranged. Have you noticed the smoke yet? Because there will be a fire. Let's take a moment to discuss Nyla's past. This is not the first time she has encountered pandemonium. She was barred from Club Red Room just a year ago after hurling a bottle at a DJ. Not to mention the notorious brunch stabbing in Miami, when she allegedly used a metal straw to puncture a man's cheek after he took the last mimosa. Her ex tweeted, "Bruises 2 months ago," with the remark, "Never again." Of course, charges were dropped. Since he agitated her, well, I see. We are now expected to assume that this girl's outbursts at Malcolm, a man she once dated and who abandoned her after she borrowed $5,000 for a phony cryptocurrency firm, are simply a result of the heat of the moment. No, especially when, too, other partygoers are shown blocking the door in the leaked video. Indeed, they were merely standing there watching as if it were Netflix. Without panicking or dialing 911, 15 minutes after the ambulance departed, the same 2 girls posted, #RipMalcolm. Now, hurry up. This is beginning to resemble a show rather than a combat. The public is going crazy now. The hashtag #JusticeFormal is popular. Twitter rages. Conspiracy boards with tarot cards and scarlet ropes are already up among TikTok detectives. One of the girls even claimed to have seen Simone and DDG add eye emojis to Nyla's most recent post before removing them. By the way, what did Nyla post? A screen that is black. No caption. "Before I let go, only a tune is playing." Beyoncé's rendition. The boldness. When the man you fought 3 days ago is being buried in a white Versace outfit with his mother, sobbing over his coffin, do you want to play some background music? Be serious, girl. This is where things become even more twisted, though. Malcolm was said to have been messaging someone on a burner phone just prior to the altercation. Yes, a real flip phone. The police discovered it in his car, buried beneath a stack of receipts, so we know. Voice memos on that phone, too. They were 8. Only 1 has been heard. An ex-assistant who leaked it claimed that she was unable to sleep because she knew the truth was being concealed. Malcolm states in his memo, "This party isn't what it seems. She's been threatening me. Something happens to me tonight, it wasn't an accident. I feel like I'm being watched all week. I apologize. Go over that again." In a sense, this man foresaw his own death. So tell me, does that sound like a trap to you or like a fight that's happening right now? The family is now enraged. Mariah, his sister, went live and declared that they wanted him removed. He was too knowledgeable. Everything was going to be revealed by him. However, what precisely was he going to reveal? Things become unclear and lethal at that point. And since part 2 is where the real tea spills, that's precisely where we're heading next. We're discussing hush money, phony contracts, and the leaked video that the police are still reviewing. Therefore, stay put because what we discovered next completely appends this case. We must question the obvious now that Malcolm's voice memo has surfaced, foretelling his demise like Tupac with a burner. What precisely was he going to reveal? Let us return to the battle night. The arrangement was not merely sentimental. Was calculated. Malcolm had 2 contracts in his jacket pocket, one signed and the other fully faked, according to a since-deleted tweet from my goddess mean queen, who says she was hiding in the guest toilet when the shit popped off. Whose name was on both, you ask? Cross Nyla, indeed. Our beautiful bee. Today's TCH wasn't merely flinging fists for amusement. Before Malcolm revealed her affiliation with a dubious talent firm that laundered money through phony influencer relationships, she was allegedly attempting to quiet him. Yes, have a seat with that. This is what our unnamed, completely authentic sources, also known as the fake news probe, found. The $10,000 that had been inexplicably transferred into Malcolm's account just days prior was purportedly a non-disclosure agreement that bound him to a brand collaboration that he had never consented to. Both contracts have identical signatures that were copied and pasted, most likely created in Canva by a PR hacker, attempting to obtain a check prior to payday. Additionally, the business mentioned on the documents, LXR Holdings LLC, isn't on Google. But guess what? has the same address as a Queens cannabis shop. Additionally, the registered leaseholder is Nyla's cousin. Oh, we're not finished yet. Not only is there a released video showing the altercation, but it also shows Malcolm and someone in a hoodie and ski mask fighting in the driveway before the altercation. You know what happened when we applied 3 enhancing filters to that? Pixelated, hazy mess. 3 letters Lexar are tattooed on the left hand. Is it a coincidence? If you respond in the affirmative point, it's likely that you still think YouTube apology videos are real. Avoid being that individual. Speaking of dubious transactions, let's also discuss Nyla's attire that evening. Her necklace was a surveillance camera, not because style counts. Yes, the large gold chain with the cross cut out was a covert audio-video recorder that was offered for sale on Etsy under the name Nanny Bling Pro. She wore the surveillance necklace to a laid-back dinner party, someone who was already aware that things were about to blow up. That's who. Malcolm confronts her on the NDA and the money trail in the video from that necklace that was partially released by a friend on Telegram. You hear him say, "I'm not stupid, Nyla. You've been trying to trap me since Miami, but now I got proof." And she responded, "You always talk too much, Malcolm. Maybe tonight you'll finally shut up." Too black. Oh, I see. Want to have a deliberate conversation? It almost looks like a promo for a criminal doc on Netflix. Have someone call Ryan Murphy. It writes itself. The video is still available on Reddit under the topic. Even though it has been removed from the majority of platforms pending further inquiry. She shared Our Murder, in which amateur investigators are analyzing each shot as if it were the Zapruder movie. The audio was slowed to 0 by one user. 5x and says that immediately following the impact he heard someone laughing. And the response, "Man, the internet is split like a horrible divorce." According to another, you can see Malcolm look directly at the camera like he knew it would be his last moment. Chilling. The Free Nyla group, who are primarily the same individuals who support villains on reality shows, are on one side. They claim that Malcolm had it coming, that she was provoked, and that he chose the wrong person to toy with. They have even begun to sell merchandise. Merch, indeed. Hoodies with the letter #C scratched out and printed in dripping blood font. As well as t-shirts that read, "She warned him. They want blood from the other half." Pitchforks and digital torches tweet that we will riot tomorrow if she isn't in. Handcuffs. This is a F*** King homicide, not a fight. Like a highlight reel, she shared his death on social media. The girl is ill. At Lana, the Truth Slayer, one TikToker even flew to the scene of the altercation and live broadcast herself splattering the garage door with red paint. With 800,000 people watching in real time, she sobbed loudly as she added, "This is where..." They took his life, obviously. The girl had merchandise as well. But here's the thing. Someone is paying influencers to keep silent. After initially posting ambiguous rip stories, a number of the party's creators removed them and posted brand collaborations a day later. Too suspicious. The Cash App leaks followed. Using the pseudonym @BenmoExposed, a whistleblower published screenshots demonstrating several $5,000 transactions to participants from an account with the name CrossVIP, and with whom is the account associated. An IP address in Atlanta, where Nyla had purchased a condo last month, was linked to a shell company, bribery, hush money, or a loyalty award in exchange for not testifying. The math is mating, but we don't know yet. This is where it gets really Hollywood. Our team received a message from an unidentified Hollywood producer going by the handle TL, who claimed to have viewed the uncut video that the camera crew had shot that evening. According to him, Nyla was pushed into a new program called Uncancelled, which is about troublesome women rebranding as misunderstood icons, using the reality pilot as a sinister PR ploy. This cannot be made up. A public split, a fictitious altercation, and an emotional fallout were allegedly planned for the purpose of garnering views. However, Everyone, with the exception of Nyla, fled when things became too real. Leaning into the pandemonium was her style. Malcolm also had to pay the price. Why would she do all of this? In case you're still curious. Buckle up, since the motivation is more clumsy than a reunion on Bravo. Malcolm, it turns out, was the only one with receipts that may link Nyla to a 2022 Sex4 sponsorship scandal involving 3 prominent YouTubers and a now-defunct energy drink company. According to rumors, a second phone is still missing. And that information was purportedly on the burner phone we discussed earlier. Now, others are wondering, why did Malcolm's dog disappear the following day? Where's the other phone? Who is watching from the blacked out Tesla? Even the fucking dog vanished. Chaos reigns. It's illegal. It's planned. Additionally, it's only becoming deeper. Okay, so where were we? Burner phones, dubious LLCs, missing dogs, and a reality TV pitch. So poisonous, it could have been co-produced by Kris Jenner and Lucifer. However, that is only the start of the collapse. Since the law is now involved, not just any legislation either. Baby, we're talking about federal heat. An emergency task force has been covertly established under the codename Project Crosshair, according to a leak from a person posing as an employee of the district attorney's office, who literally sent us an email with the subject line, "Trust no one." Their goal was to track down the source of the video, the cash payments, and any possible plot involving Malcolm's demise. And you know who's purportedly on that list? You're aware already. Nyla Cross, Jalil J.P. Price, a talent manager, 3 partygoers who were influencers, and the assistant who leaked the voice memo. This is no longer merely rumors. There is a serious possibility of a RICO case. Yes, RICO, which stands for Organized Deceit, Racketeering, and Committing Influence-Related Fraud over State Boundaries. Who do you think is most anxious at the moment? Everybody has a verified checkmark and a ring light. That's not even the best part, though. The last leak which we received yesterday night is what really proves that this wasn't a simple altercation. This was a planned takedown. Do you recall the lost second burner phone? As it happens, it was not missing at all. Yes, it was mailed to a Chicago-based independent journalist who has been following Nyla's story for months. There was a thread of messages titled "Insurance" inside that phone. What is contained in the thread? Screenshots of Cash App payments sent to at least 5 individuals, each labeled "Stay Silent." The smoking gun. A text message from Malcolm to his cousin that was time-stamped 12 minutes prior to the fight. And pictures of the NDA contracts, including one with Nyla's own handwriting in the margins that read, "Make him sign or else. If anything happens," she planned, it said. This man literally attempted to leave breadcrumbs from the grave. The camera is rolling. Trust no one. That's it. That's the case. What else do you need? Public pressure is now increasing, citing fresh digital evidence and claiming a conspiracy based on influencer manipulation, exploitation, and clout chasing. Malcolm's family has formally requested a wrongful death investigation. Althea Moore, their attorney, is the same formidable force that removed the dubious cryptocurrency influencer last year and previously filed a lawsuit against a reality TV network for emotional distress on behalf of 3 cast members. Yes, things are going to get very legal very soon. What is Nyla doing at the same time? Does everything go down? Sharing Instagram stories from a lavish Tulum home, palm plants, hookah smoke, and that same fucking Beyoncé song playing in the background, no captions. People are now beginning to accept the theory that Nyla was shielded, that she was aware that the video would be leaked, and that she is playing the game backwards by turning the scandal into a redemption tour and reinvention arc in which she repositions herself as trauma-informed, spiritual, and misunderstood. Fake tears, a soft filter, and captions like "Healing is messy" are all examples of the type. On Twitter, Her name becomes popular and her following grows by 200K in a single day. In relation to Twitter, the public's demands are becoming more. Vocal Malkdi's #arrest, NYLA hashtag deserves better justice, not influence from those who _put him up. The pressure is now on as an increasing number of supporters are starting a digital vigil that plays the leaked video of Malcolm's last remarks repeatedly with the phrase, "Hi, he told us, we just didn't listen." The DA offices are holding private meetings. Nyla's brand arrangements are losing sponsors. At least 2 product collaborations have removed her name. And one of her ex-boyfriends recently appeared on a podcast and claimed to have physically escaped a bullet. But what's the most unsettling, you ask? No booking record, no mugshot, no official arrest, just silence. The police claim to be looking into every lead, which is PR jargon for waiting till the internet forgets. But since this isn't just about Malcolm anymore, neither we nor the people are forgetting. This illustrates the lengths the influencer industry will go to in order to remain relevant. Even if it means allowing a man to pass away in front of the cameras with no one protesting. Concerns how quickly the truth is hidden when money begins to exchange hands. And it's about a system that allows a popular girl to get away with it, while a distraught mother pleads for justice. In front of 13,000 viewers on Instagram Live with no response from the police, take a moment to process that. From here, where do we go? Rumor has it that Nyla may be leaving the country. Rumor has it that she has a second passport in a different name that is purportedly connected to her grandmother's birth certificate. From Trinidad, private jets departing LAX are being tracked. There are literally TMZ FODs waiting for a shoot at every single terminal. Project Crosshair is doing more research in the interim. And more leaks are on the way if what we've heard is accurate. There's allegedly another hard drive with complete video of the incident from all angles, including a GoPro attached to the dog's collar. Yes, don't inquire. These folks are crazy. Oh my, it's over if that falls. This will burst into pieces. Not only for Nyla, but for all of the handlers, burner phones, phony LLCs, influencers, and PR agents at that party. Who made an attempt to ignore this? Because someone is going down and it's better that it's not the victim for once. We now want to know what you think. Was this merely a terrible mishap? A heated dispute that went too far? Or was this a planned assassination intended to quiet a guy who had finally uncovered the darkest secrets of the industry? Did Malcolm just have too much dirt and be a loudmouth? Or was he attempting to alert us before it was too late as a whistleblower? He knew one thing for certain. He sensed it. He also made an effort to tell us. The burner, the voice memos, phone, contracts, the altercation, the video, and the parting message. Never put your trust in anyone. Therefore, it is up to us who are still watching to decide what occurs next. Comment in the space provided below. Do you believe Nyla planned it? Red circle. The circle is red. Should she be arrested by the police at last? The circle is red. What do you suppose that GoPro video shows? Because until the truth is revealed, we won't stop. Not until the quiet, the brand deals, and the artificial grins are broken. For more honest breakdowns they don't want you to hear, click the like button, subscribe, and tell someone who still believes that influencer drama is not harmful. Deserved better, after all.